If you want to win in Hearthstone Arena, get easy gold, and attract all the ladies and men too, I don't judge, then watch this whole video because this draft is crucial to winning in Hearthstone Arena. We're going in depth on how to draft properly, starting with this first step. For the first 15 or so cards, you should pick the best cards from your selection. Now that sounds easy, but the big question is, what is the best card? Usually the best card is the card that gives you the most stats while also giving you a good effect. Good stats are usually calculated by taking the mana cost of the minion, putting that number as the attack and health, and then adding a few more stats on a vanilla card. Stuff like Boulderfist, Ogre, Chillwind Yeti, and all of that are your baselines here. They're below average, but tolerable if you need to pick them. For smaller cost cards, you need to have good stats because early board control is crucial for most arena decks. 3 attack, 2 mana cards can trade into 3 health, 3 mana cards, so you also want to look out for the attack and health values too. But if you get an amazing card effect with terrible stats, it might be worth the pick as well. Witchwood Imp sucks here, so I'll pick Chillwind Yeti instead. But here, Dragon Moss Scourge's effect is so good, and the stats are pretty decent too, I'll pick it over to 3/2 Divine Shield. If you have a lot of minions with great effects but stuck on the board, it might be worth it to consider drafting minions with better stats, because those effects won't be useful if you get run over on the board. It's all a balancing act, really. For spells, you're gonna want to draft spells that give you the most value. Spells are significantly more rare than minions too, so you want to make sure you're not drafting bad spells, but rather take spells that synergize well with your deck archetype. The 3 deck archetypes you're going to draft into would be Control, Midrange, or Tumor. So how do you know if your deck fits one of those archetypes? The most common one you'll draft is a midrange deck. Usually the deck will curve out at around 4ish mana, meaning the cost of your cards will start to decline after 4 mana. It's your classic tempo deck, play a card each turn, go face when you can, and rack up that damage. If you want to play aggro, your curve might be still at 4 mana, but it's most likely you'll have a lot of early game cards. You might see a quick drop in the slope of mana cost. A better way to phrase it is you have a lot of low cost cards because there isn't a slope there. Your plan is to burst down your opponent quickly with low cost minions, and if you're lucky enough to draft cards that deal direct damage, then you'll be able to use those as your finishers, or the Hunter Hero Power. The last archetype you can build towards is Control, or better phrased as an attrition deck. If you feel like the cards you drafted in Arena give you lots of value over time, and you can simply win by having more stuff than your opponent does, you might want to draft into an attrition style deck, where your goal is to outlast your opponent. Personally, I don't like drafting these decks because they're way harder to play and way harder to draft for. I also don't have the patience to play long arena games. Some classes are better suited for specific deck archetypes. Hunter to aggro, priest to control or attrition, but all classes are likely to build a tempo mid-range deck. From there, it's simple. Play the deck how you drafted it and you'll be fine. But wanna know my secret to all of this? I don't follow my own instructions. Why is this? To draft the best deck you can, these 2 steps are all you really need to do. But to get good rewards, you need to do something else, something more. The way arena rewards work is the more wins you get, the better rewards you get. But the rewards scale extremely hard. At 3 wins, you make back what you spent, maybe a bit more, and if you double that and get 6 wins, you're likely making at least 75 gold from the rewards alone. You should know that the average win rate is about 3 wins because if you go 50-50 with a deck, it's 3 wins, 3 losses. But if you're good enough, you can indefinitely get gold just by playing arena alone. If you want to do this, you should know it's better to get one huge arena run and a bunch of average ones after that, rather than consistent above average arena wins. So maybe one 10-win run and a bunch of 3s after that, rather than consistent 5-win runs. I like to push for specific deck archetypes before that 15 card suggestion I made earlier. If I'm playing a Hunter deck, I'll go aggressive from the start. Priest deck, I'll go for some value, I can heal. Druid deck, screaming agony cause druids are f***ing bullshit. Is it probably better to follow the principles I gave earlier? Yes. But if you want to go for the big rewards, go for the big decks. Let's do some arena drafting to explain all of these concepts in practice. And if this video has been useful, tell me another thing you want to learn in the comments below, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other Hearthstone guides and other content. Alright, let's make an arena deck, fellas. Whoa. Apparently Shaman sucks. Let's play him. Alright, it's pretty obvious here the best card's Hex. Come on, let's be real. A 4 mana 5/7. If that's not good stats for the cost, I don't know what is. Stormwatcher sucks. Serpent Ward sucks. Chain Lightning's okay. It's better than Stormwatcher. If I had more elementals, I might go for Stormwatcher. I'm not spending 7 mana to get a 4/8 that does nothing right away. You want a bit more fast card that late in the game. Sleepy Dragon's kind of fast, quote unquote, because it has Taunt, it can stop the board. Tangle for Mystics, a 3 mana 3/4 that gives an equal effect. An equal effect are usually better for you because you can play the card first, but not the best effect. Could be worse, could lose you the game. Lost Spirit sucks, so it's between Sleepy Dragon and Tangle for Mystic. I don't like Sleepy Dragon as a card. I don't think it's good enough. So we're gonna go Tangle for Mystic. I'm not very happy about it though, let's be real. Rockbiter Weapons, eh. Grim Necromancer, eh. Warbringer is eh. I'm not really happy about any of these. Grim Necromancer, if you think about it, is a 4 mana 4/6, so let's pick that one. These all suck. We're gonna have to take the best we can get. Knife Vendor is a 4 mana 3/4, that's terrible. Big Game Hunter can at least deal with a big minion. So I'll pick Big Game Hunter over this, because I don't have faith that an 8 mana 4/4 that does nothing is gonna do much for me. Big Game Hunter. I'm looking now, I have a bunch of 4 drops, so I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna go for Showstopper, because I really need a 2 mana card for Shaman too. Former Champ is just kind of better. Stranglethorn Tiger, that's pretty good. 3 mana 3/2 Divine Shield's also kind of good. I want at least a late game card. I have confidence I'll get a 3 drop. Rush, gain Wind Fear for 1 turn is not that good. This is a 1 mana 2/3 if you really want to be optimistic. I don't really like Crab Rider as a card. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Let's go Spawn Pool. I don't have any dragons. Amalgam's just a solid card if I want to build that temple and put a taunt on the board. Landslide was okay. Mist Runner's really good. Hog Rancher's pretty okay too, but I like Mist Runner more. I'm never gonna control a frozen minion that sucks. 1 mana 1/3 and I get elementals. How does that sound? I can make a pretty good mid-range deck. I'm starting to look towards a mid-rangey deck, you know, play 1, 2, 3, 4 on a curve. I don't want to play 4 mana 3/5, especially when I got this stuff on the board, so let's pick a 1 mana card. If I was more control, I might have, ooh, look at that. I might have picked more Forge Fiend, but I don't think I'm going to. By the way my deck looks, it looks like I'm going to be able to give adjacent minions +1/+1 on turn 5. Also, I don't really have any healing, so whatever. Now I'm looking at my curve. I kind of want more early game, not Scarabig though. 2 mana 2/2, 3 mana 3/3. The 3 mana 3/3 has a better effect. Again, best card. These cards sucks, let's be real. I want more 2 drops. I could get a 2 drop here. I actually like Razormane Raider a bit more though. I don't think this is good enough to pick, even though I have no 2 drops. I'm not that desperate yet. Wriggling Horror is a solid card. Lightning Bolt was also a good option there. I like Wriggling Horror because it's tempo-y. I don't think Baron's Blacksmith is going to be good enough. I need more early game too. I don't have any secrets. Stranglethorn or Derailed? I have a lot of minions, as you can tell. I think Stranglethorn's more consistent. Let's pick that. Now I want more late game. I could pick Festering Root here. I could pick Dark Moon, whatever this is called. I'm gonna pick Dark Moon. I don't think this is good enough. Again, I want a bit more 2 drops. Anoiltron is a 2 drop, but this is a better card by far. And now look at my curve. I want to get more late game. I want to get more early game. I could get a 1/4, but that's not gonna work. Let's deal 2 damage. Crazed Alchemist is good for utility. These all suck. I might pick Lightning Storm. I don't plan on being behind on the board right now. Stormwatcher is a late game card, and it is an elemental. And I'm pretty sure I have an elemental synergy in here. Yeah, there we are. I don't think it's my death rattle card. 3 mana 2/4 is not good enough, especially when I have barely any death rattle. I'm gonna go for Stormwatcher because I don't think Lightning Storm is gonna be useful in this deck because I'm very mid-rangey. I'm playing a minion each turn. I'm trying to get tempo. If I can get Stormwatcher alive and I can keep it alive, it can deal 8 damage on the next turn. It's not going to be that bad. Let's pick Stormwatcher. So I could go for another 3 drop. Typically, you want more 2 and 4 drops rather than 3 drops because 3 drops are just weird to play. Tidal Surge or Hex. I already have a Hex. I don't really need another Hex. Minions are really good, but let's count how many 3 drops I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. That's a pretty good amount of 3 drops, let's be real. It is an Amalgam, so it does buff this guy. And there's that or Tidal Surge. I don't think I need another Hex. I'm gonna pick Nightmare Amalgam, because I like the minions on this. Mid-range. Oh, man, maybe I shouldn't have picked it. So that's a 6 mana 8/8 if you want to think really optimistically. I don't have a 6 drop. I have to consider that too. Cheesemonger is also a cheesy card. Maybe we should pick that just because it's cheesy. How many 4 drops do I realistically have? 1, 2, 3. And this doesn't count. And this doesn't count. So I actually don't have many 4 drops I can play. So I'm going to play Cheesemonger. I don't think the 6 mana card is that necessary. Are you kidding me? What? Why? 4 mana 3/6, 4 mana 4/5. I like 4 mana 4/5 more. I don't have any holy spells. I could also somehow get a totem. A Rid Stormer. We're popping off. I don't think 1 mana 2/1's worth it. I really don't like how many 2 drops I have, but it looks like it's something we're gonna have to deal with. Best card of the options. Chicken! No! Okay, these all suck. Okay, overall, that's a pretty okay deck. I like a bit more late game, but this is a very tempo-y deck. Alright, let's get into a game. Ignore this loss. Warlocks are stupid in Arena. Hey, do you see a beautiful curve? I see a beautiful curve here. I have an option to coin out a Rid Stormer here because the 3/2 just get traded in and then they're not contesting the board again. I don't think I'm using my coin for anything better this game, so I'm going to coin out a Rid Stormer. Because 3/2 gets traded into 2/2 too easily. I said 2 like 4 times that sentence. Oh my gosh, calm him down. Someone calm him down. And I can do Totemic Smash. I really hope there's no secrets. I'm actually kind of scared there's a secret. But you want to see some You want to see some insane synergy with this deck? 1, 2. So normally there can be a hero power here. Wait, it's healing totem. Oh no. That changed the plans. We got healing totem. I was going to bounce it back with Youthful Brewmaster. That might not be the best option. Let's see my next few turns. I got Circus Amalgam and I want to keep tempo on the board. If I just play Youthful Brewmaster, I bring this back, I get a 3-2 on the board, everything's fine in life, I'm gonna lose the board presence. If I Hero Power, I have the chance of getting a Taunt Totem, which would save me here, and I could also get the other 2 totems, which would be just as useless. If anything, I get the worst board. So, do I bounce back Youthful Brewmaster? I think I'm going to, because I got Amalgam next turn, and then I can play the Arid Stormer again. So you see that value? A little bit of value never hurt here and there. I think the trade happens no matter what. Look at that, and Arid Stormer is gonna pop off in a few turns, hopefully. Alright, just play that, nice and simple. Nothing too fancy. I'm ahead on the board technically, and Healing Totem can probably do some cool stuff. Oh, Rush, whoa. So here's what I was talking about a few turns ago. I have insane board advantage now. I could play a 1-2 Murloc. Actually, that's probably better. Let's play a 1-2 Murloc. So here's why healing is super good in Arena. Watch this, fellas. All right, is it Mirror Entity? Not Mirror Entity. Attack, attack, attack. I'm gonna build a big board here. Flame Strike is totally possible. Normally, I don't play around Flame Strike or any board clears because they're so rare. But when you go to the higher win games, like the 7s and the 8s, then you can probably play around Flame Strike because they probably have it. Yeah, they don't have it now. So I just kind of gave up about playing around it. I don't need to trade into this. It's not really a point. Either way, one of my minions is going to die from it. I probably should have played that in a better spot, but that's okay. Ooh, Taunt Totem. I'm so good at this game. Someone calm him down. I need to go aggressive because I'm starting to run out of cards. I have the board. This is exactly what I want. Now I just need to start hitting the face a lot. What the heck is this card? Who thought this would be a good card to... What? Let's count, fellas. That's 12 damage. I want to be the aggressor here. If he could take out my board, he would have taken it out with his cards in his hand. So unless he top decks a card that can deal with my board, he most likely can't deal with the board. So I'm okay with just lopping it on like this right now. And hero powering. Attack totem. That's useless. I don't want literally anything else. Again, if you're playing later games, like 7 games, 8 games, 9 game wins, then you might not want to do this because they might be able to clear the board. It depends. You just got to feel their opponent's deck. You know, I'm not feeling like they have good cards because they had to play Snapjaw Shell Fighter. What the heck is this? I didn't know that card existed. It's been in the game for 6 months. All right, and it looks like he can't deal with the board. That's what we love to see. Some trades happen. It's not going to make a big difference. Oh, it does it on their opponent's turn too. That's how the interactions work. Wait, is Ice Block a card anymore? Does Ice Block exist in this arena thing? I hope not. Anyways, 1 HP. I'm just gonna go like this. Don't really need to do anything more. Just put more minions on the board. Whoa. I don't think it's Ice Block. I think they Hall of Famed Ice Block. I really hope they Hall of Famed Ice Block so I don't sound like a complete idiot. If I got Paveling booked, I'd be extremely sad. Look at that, I'm insane at the game. There is no ice block, it doesn't exist. We are so cool. Whoa, oh my gosh. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, then you should subscribe because I've got a lot more Hearthstone guides and other content coming your way. And if you want to support the channel more and allow me to get more videos out there, then you should check out my Patreon where I post exclusive content and all of my videos early. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.